Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, all placements, Holy Spirit, angel guides, spirit guides. What is the August Sturgeon Moon message for Sagittarius? Hi, Sagittarius. Thank you for stopping by the channel. What is the message, Spirit, for Sag? Somebody wants to talk about love. You two haven't spoken in a minute. There's been time apart. Okay, let's talk about love. I want to make love to you. This was some deep love, which you have never experienced before. I want intimacy in every way possible with you. I want us to know each other like no other one has known you before. Your touch, your voice. That's the type of love I want. But there is so much I want to say to you, and I just find it difficult to put my feelings into words. Just know that you are very important to me. The depth of my love for you is beyond words. There is so much unspoken between us, which I will soon reveal to you. This time apart is giving both of us an opportunity to work on ourselves and be the best version of self. I need to retreat a bit until I get whatever is bothering me out of my system. I don't want you to see me like this. I'm actually protecting you from my dark shadow side. Okay. I feel like there's time apart in a relationship. I feel like there is love here, but it could be that someone loves more than the other. Someone's trying to get in touch with their feelings. At least that's what they're saying. You may have not spoken in a long time. There's time apart here. While somebody gets in touch and is going through a dark night of the soul, maybe something happened and it's taking them longer than others to heal. You know, we can't expect people to deal with certain situations the way that we would deal with them, right? Because everybody handles death or the loss of something different. Grief, sadness. Sagittarius, right? I think I told you something about a pregnancy before. And that could be in this situation, like you two were together in love for a period of time. The past, you have the Eight of Pentacles, the Four of Wands, and the Three of Pentacles. So the past was about love. It was about commitment, dedication. The effort that you were putting forward into a relationship was going to your wife, your husband. You two were a team. You worked as a team. There was alignment, right? You put forward the effort. Exactly. Some of you did have a baby, current energy, or you're gonna be having a baby. You know, this could be a few months out too before it happens. Because again, my Empress, whenever she's holding her stomach, and I think I told you something about a baby, Sagittarius. It may not, you may not even know yet, right? Because, okay. But right now, things are a little difficult. They're not talking. Unspoken energy, the husband and wife, the alignment. It's difficult to put my feelings into words. But they're still committed. Know that I am very into you and you are important to me. The depth of my love for you is beyond words. There's so much unspoken between us. Yeah, because there's like this eerie silence. Something happened. There's a loss here with the Ten of Swords. One, people handle losses differently. You can't expect them to handle it the way you would or vice versa. And two, depends on the type of loss, defeat, failure. This person's exhausted. They're exhausted. Like they're trying to get in touch with their own feelings. Knight of Pentacles. Be practical. You know, you two are married. You two are friends. But maybe they're physically there, but very distant. Or maybe they actually leave and need some space. But during that time, you're still able to work things out. It's like you almost go back to dating. You continue to pray. And over time, the old way dies because now there's more than one. There's more than two, rather. There's three of you. There's a new one bringing you into a new cycle. The Knight of Pentacles is dedicated. He does not give up. He just continues on. And that's what happens when you commit in terms of marriage. You're going to get past this. God always answers prayer. Tell me. Sag. Could have had an argument. You did, clearly. But it's all in the way that you handled it. Like you let a version die, an ending. Yeah, the coffin and the world. You let a version of your relationship die so that you could cultivate something new. If it hasn't happened yet, that's what you need to do. You have the world and the coffin. And the world is about an ending, and so is the coffin. But what I like about the world and the coffin is that the world then is a new beginning. It's also the last major arcana controlled by God in the tarot. And so it's one cycle coming to an end of completion, and it's successful completion. How do you know, Moody? Because you get a new beginning. If it wasn't successful, you'd be repeating the lesson. But the world is about you moving on. And then the coffin confirms that, because the death card is the coffin, and that's about a death, an ending. And then transformation, time, and things change. Right. Over time, your relationship has changed, but there's still love there. And it's moving from an old version to a higher version. New beginnings, liberation, reborn, transformation. An ending so that there can be transformation. I love it. What else, Spirit? Tell me. Sag. Sometimes a baby will cause that transformation, but you opened up with love. I don't know all the ins and outs, but I know whatever had to happen, it had to happen to bring that level of your relationship to an end so that it can ascend to a higher level. Sagittarius, this is about your Ace of Pentacles, stability, security, growth, and endurance. And that is the sturgeon fish who lived for at least 100 million years. They're still alive today. You know, the sturgeon fish, they make caviar. Talk about living on and being used. Very expensive delicacy, edible. Look at you. This time apart has taught you both a lesson. It's given you both a time to work, an opportunity to work on yourselves, to be the best version. The retreat was until you got everything that was bothering you individually off your chest. You don't want to see somebody in a condition where they're like a shaken up Pepsi bottle, right? So in essence, especially men, if it's a man, he was protecting you from the darker side, his explosive side. But I think, this time apart, like they stayed with their mother, they stayed with somebody that you knew that they were with them. They made a healthy choice, and they just took that time to truly look at their self, care for their self, bring their self out of this dark shadow energy. And during that time, things changed a lot. They were calling you, you were calling them, y'all were clocking in, and you were redeveloping that bond. That's what I feel. Like they stayed with the family, somebody that you knew they were with. Yes, they were not messing around on you. And so you were able to end that cycle and begin something new. When the Empress shows up, it's all about new birth, a new beginning, a new start of either a person or a thing. That's the Empress. I love this. Okay, Spirit, what else? Sag. Oh yeah, y'all needed to go to a higher level. Isn't it wonderful the way Spirit orchestrates things? Spirit says prioritize your self-healing right now. A priority. Put your needs above others for once, because you can be self-sacrificing, Sagittarius. It's time to focus on you. Self-healing takes time and a lot of self-love. Remember, open wounds don't heal into scars overnight. Take the time you need in order to feel happier, healthier with yourself. There is no rush. Yeah, prioritize yourself and then give yourself ample time to go through whatever stage you need to go through, because the 10 of Swords could be anything, but it is painful with all those swords. I mean, you can kill a person with one sword, but 10 swords, that's a lot of defeat, failure, attack, anger, all that shadow energy. I don't know what that is, but somebody needed to lessen that weight. They're exhausted. And then you two have love, though. But this incident put it to the test. Spirit says no matter what happens, no matter how far you seem to be away from where you want to be, never stop believing. That's the star. Never give up hope. That's Pluto in Aquarius. Never give up hope, right? Never stop believing. Have an unrelenting belief that things will work out, that the long road has a purpose. Wow, never give up. Never stop believing. Right out the gate, Sag. This is what you're being told. All right, tell me, Spirit, about this soulmate moving to a higher level. What do they need to know? Establish new patterns. Do things differently in order to bring health and vitality into your love life. It's about new pattern, new ways of thinking, new ways of doing things. Yeah, don't allow the same. This is about death. Let's remind them of death and transformation into something new. Establishing new patterns, going new places, establishing boundaries. Okay. And it is going to require work. There's going to be detours and delays, and that's intentional. That is to bring about this transformation so that it has a strong foundation once it comes back into existence. This is a sacred union you have here. Even in your home, your space, you're developing a new space. Maybe do a thorough cleaning, clear out your house, your bedroom, rearrange the furniture. Because you're cleaning all around, right? Once you rearrange that furniture, it's like you can get to places you haven't been in months. This is all about coming back together. That stability, that dedication, completing one cycle and starting anew. Beware of drama. Keep drama at a low, especially if it concerns with work. There could be an upheaval going on around you. Stay out of it. Keep your emotions and gossip out. Stay out of the drama. Right now, things are going on at work. They could be assessing who stays, who leaves. So there's a potential for both advancement as well as termination. There's hope. Allow yourself to move on if needed. Prepare to move on if needed. Sagittarius, you're the star. You need engaging work. You know that you need something that's engaging, something that will let your talent shine. You're a natural actor or a natural at something, music, dance, acting. Let your light shine. You're an influencer. You attract fame and fortune. That's what you should be doing. So maybe one door is closing, Sag, so that another can open. And of course, we know you need adventure. Some of you would love to work from home or work outdoors. It has to be exciting and work that moves you. You're going to climb steadily once you find that work to reach your financial goals, right? Because we know we got to get some money. Ask yourself, are you afraid of anything? If so, know that you can overcome whatever's holding you back. You're a leader, and these are opportunities for the taking. You're a mutable sign. You can go with the flow. You're pretty fluid, and that's the sturgeon fish. Very fluid, resilient, determined. There's longevity there. This is you just going through a test and making your way back. Okay. What else for Sag Spirit? If it's meant to be, it will be. And that is so true with the relationship. You can't force anybody to love you. Definitely not Sag. You can't force Sag or anybody to love you. If it's meant to be, it will be. You won't have to force it, convince it, worry over it, cry over it, fight over it. Let it flow. Let it be. Let it come to you. You are attracting. Remember that. You're attracting everything you need. Trust the timing of what's happening and how it's happening. You have divine feminine here. And you have a lot of prayer going on. You have a lot of major arcanas. You have protection guiding you. Trust what is happening now. Okay. What else? This is about you reestablishing your commitment. I can't make this up. 0606. Loyalty, responsibility, truth, love, light, spiritual realm, growth, solution. Applying honesty and light daily is a fast track to creating a peaceful and meaningful life. It's how you find solutions and comfort. You're reaffirming your commitment, compromising, releasing worries, speaking truth, and expressing emotions regularly. Open up, for the best is yet to come. 0606 in the comments. This is about your commitment. It's coming back. It's to be rejuvenated. There is love here. That was the first card that you opened up with. All right, Sagittarius, thank you so much for hanging out with me. And until the next moon phase, namaste.